Every year, the CES Technology Exhibition in Las Vegas gives us a look at the cutting-edge products and services of the near future. Long a tech pioneer, Japan has had a strong presence at the Venerable event, first held in 1967, both in terms of its global consumer brands and startup companies sharing new ideas. At CES 2022, new offerings from Japanese startups ran the gamut from robots and flying cars to payment solutions and prototype medical devices, and some took home CES Innovation Awards. These ideas were on display at the J-Startup Pavilion supported by the Japan External Trade Organization, JETRO, which showcased 52 emerging Japanese startups, some of the many Japanese exhibitors at CES. Aiming to accelerate the startups' overseas expansion, JETRO selected the companies based not only on their cutting-edge technology but their desire to address social issues around the world. One of these is diabetes. Over 420 million people around the world have this disease, which caused 1.5 million deaths in 2019, when it was the ninth leading cause of death, according to the World Health Organization. Monitoring blood glucose levels is essential for diabetes patients, and many must sample their blood through finger pricks, a painful procedure that is often required several times a day. Light Touch Technology Incorporated was founded in Osaka in 2017 with a mission to use advanced optical technology to promote health and social prosperity. It has developed a prototype non-invasive blood glucose sensor that lets people with diabetes check their blood glucose without needing to prick themselves. Exhibited at the J-Startup Pavilion at CES 2022, it is the world's first non-invasive blood glucose sensor to meet the standards of the International Organization for Standardization, ISO. The sensor uses an infrared laser to check blood glucose. Users touch the sensor, mounted on a portable device, for 5 seconds while a laser shines on blood in the fingertip. In seconds, the results are transmitted to smartphones or dedicated displays. Aside from being painless, the prototype eliminates the risk of infection from a used lancet and does not produce medical waste. If approved, it would help diabetics, those at risk of developing diabetes, and others who want detailed information about their health. Using mid-infrared light, we can detect each peak like a fingerprint, says Light Touch Technology CEO Yamakawa Koichi, whose doctorate studies confirmed the REL. We succeeded in measuring glucose accurately and non-invasively. Yamakawa was a laser researcher and group director at Japan's National Institutes for Quantum Science and Technology for more than 30 years before he decided to become an entrepreneur. He had heard about a colleague's child with type 1 diabetes who had to be woken up at night for glucose checks, causing great suffering.